Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the philosophy of a man who built global empires and saved a national airline, all by focusing on one thing: answering life's biggest questions. His name was Kazuo Inamori, and his ideas, well, they just might change how you see everything.
All right, let's just jump right in with the big one, right? This is the question that sits at the very heart of everything Inamori ever talked about. What are we actually here for? What's the point of it all?
And Inamori's answer is just beautifully simple. He said, our purpose here is to polish the soul. Just think about that. Life isn't about collecting things or achievements. It's a training ground, a dojo, where the real goal is to finish our journey with a spirit that's more beautiful, more compassionate, and more sincere than the one we started with.
Okay, so how do you actually do that? I mean, how do you polish a soul? Well, Inamori believed the universe itself has a kind of operating system, a set of basic laws that govern our lives whether we know it or not.
He had this incredible analogy. He pictured life as a fabric being woven from two different threads. The first thread is your destiny. You can think of that as your starting point, the things you can't change. But, and this is the game changer, the second thread is cause and effect. That one is entirely in your hands. You weave it into the fabric with every single thought you think and every action you take. And this is where his philosophy becomes a kind of formula. It's a really powerful feedback loop. You start by choosing to think good thoughts. Thoughts of kindness, of helping others. Those thoughts naturally lead to good deeds. And those deeds, over time, literally begin to change your path. You are actively reweaving the fabric of your own life into a better, more beautiful pattern. And get this, Inamori believed you're not even doing this alone. When you consistently think and act for the good of others, you align yourself with what he called the universe's will. It's this natural flow of everything toward growth and improvement. It's like you suddenly have this helping wind at your back, pushing you forward, making your efforts go so much further.
So what's the fuel for this whole engine? What kind of thoughts and actions generate this cosmic tailwind? For Inamori, it all came down to one single powerful guiding principle. It's the compass for every decision: altruism. Now for him, this wasn't just some nice fuzzy idea. It was his highest operational guideline. He truly believed that acting for the benefit of others was the most powerful way to live. And this idea was about to be put to the ultimate test when he was asked to do the impossible: save a beloved national icon from total collapse.
So at 78 years old, long past retirement, with absolutely nothing left to prove, he took the job as CEO of the bankrupt Japan Airlines for free. He took no salary, and his reasons were purely altruistic. It wasn't for fame or money. It was to help the Japanese economy, to save thousands of jobs, and to serve the public. There was nothing in it for him personally.
And his very first move shows his philosophy in action. He basically threw the old corporate playbook out the window. He stood up and declared that the purpose of Japan Airlines was no longer just about making money for shareholders. No, the new purpose was to pursue the material and spiritual happiness of its employees. This radical shift from a selfish goal to an altruistic one created a shared purpose that fueled one of the most incredible turnarounds in business history. So let's bring all this down to earth. How does this huge philosophy translate into something practical? A daily discipline that any of us can actually use to, polish our own souls. For Inamori, work itself was a form of spiritual practice. It wasn't a burden. He believed that by totally immersing yourself in whatever you do, by dedicating yourself to your craft, you not only get better at it, but you can actually transcend your own worries and suffering. It's almost like a form of active meditation. And the polar opposite of that dedicated focus? Complaining. He was so clear about this. Complaining does nothing but poison your own mind and darken your own life. It just makes your situation feel worse, and it actively pushes that helpful wind away from you.
So instead, he taught a daily practice of small, consistent virtues. It's not about these grand, heroic gestures. It's about the little things. It's about finding gratitude, even when things are tough. It's about staying humble when you succeed. And it's about taking just a few moments every single day for quiet reflection to really check your motives and actively fight off any selfish or negative thoughts the moment they pop up. And it all comes together in this one beautiful, powerful metaphor. Life is a forge. Our daily, focused work is the fire. It's what heats us up and allows us to be shaped. But just as important is the cool water of reflection and good thoughts. That's what purifies our soul, tempering it and removing the impurities like ego and greed.
So in the end, Inamori's philosophy teaches us that our most important work has nothing to do with our job title or our bank account. It's the inner work. It's about forging our character day by day. It's not about what we build, but who we become. So, the only real question left is, what part of your soul are you going to polish today?